set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Here's Smith now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 42 yards.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
66 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, are microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Sit out! Sit out! Sit out!
Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mike Green in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
No, we change it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Second and 10 at the
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They go play action with Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to put.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
13. Hey, report. Yo. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We change it. 180. It's up.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He had him there open, but he missed him when it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
180. Sit on. 180. And shot.
A first down carry for Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's not.
On the option right is Jackson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Ozzy, sit up. 180. And shot.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
That's another Baltimore
No, we changed it.
first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock.
George Karlaftis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 55 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost. So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, blue lady. 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
A gain of 22 yards.
Mahomes.
First down, Chiefs.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw